Hello and welcome back. All right, so I'm going to tell you my testimony, and it's pretty scary, right? And I'm telling it because I tried to write it one time, but couldn't tell it as I was going to talk today, because when I came to America, Pastor McIntyre introduced me to this family with 4 sisters, and they were really good to me, really good to me. And we developed a connection from that time. And the eldest one, her name is Camen. And over the years, we have, that love we have had has been there. Okay, didn't go away. And thank God, because one night I was driving taxi shift, and when I came in with a taxi the night after that shift, as soon as I opened the door, somebody met me with a knife to stab me. And he was stabbing after me like this with a knife. And I'm trying to get away from him, because my only thing would be to get back in the car, and I already got out of the car when this happened. Okay, and I can't get back in the car. That would like turning my back, exposing me to getting stabbed. More likely get stabbed, right? I get hurt. So I have to face up to the person. I'm not in my hand, I'm not anything. I don't expect it. Somebody I know is actually the person who's supposed to take the shift from me, right? And out of the clear blue, as God would have it, I heard a voice calling to me, and the person was in distress. And she said, David, what happened? And it was Camen. And the guy said to her, mind your own business and stay out of this, right? And she said to him, I can't mind my business, my brother. I said, what's going on? And just because of her intervention the night, my assailant was disconcerted. And then he stopped stabbing after me with the knife. And, then I was able to come out and talk, and of course, I was really shocked. I never expected that from a co-worker. It was an open place, but thank God anyway. Thank God it was an open place, and whatever it is was going on with him, I spoke to him about it, and I was so glad that Camen came in that night. I don't know, as God would have, she came from nowhere, right at the supermarket there in East Prospect came over. And I said to myself, when I thought about it some years later, I said to myself, Camen really put her life in danger for me. Because when the guy said to her, I must stay out of this, she rushed into it more. Instead of backing out of it, that means she could have gotten stabbed instead of me, or the both of us could have gotten stabbed. You know what I'm trying to say? And to think of it, it's not my blood sister. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And as I said to you, I met her soon after I came into America. And it's one of the most honest persons I ever met in my life. Okay? Because I lived at her house, and I remember the day when I gave her the rent money, and she took half of the money and gave it back to me. I don't know any landlord ever done something like that. And not because she wasn't interested in a romantic relationship or not like that. She just said, well, I don't think I should charge you all of this money as yet, because I'm fixing up my place and everything is not really ready, and you have to deal with certain inconveniences. So she said, take back half of the money. I was shocked. Right? I was shocked. The only other person who had done something like that was the doctor when I went there with my daughter one day, and she said to me, but your daughter is fine, is healthy. and she took half of the money and gave it back to me. Only 2 times with Dr. Lee. That's the most honest doctor I ever met in all my life. She took half of the charge and gave it back to me. She said, your daughter is fine. Right? So Camen and Dr. Lee, all the two persons I've ever seen in my life, that's why. Okay, God, I'm telling you. So I tell you, so when I think of this story, that the scripture says, greater love has no man than this man laid out life for his friends. And I don't know because she's a violent, I know she's not a violent person, like she's a fighting person, she loves fight and, you know, she have gun and all this other thing, like she, you know, she don't really want to kill somebody, but she just came in honestly out of the love of her heart for my sake. And God sent her at that moment when I didn't know what to do. Honestly. So how can I forget somebody like that? I never experienced anything like that in my life. I don't think at that time I even sensed. Okay? And so even today, I know so when I'm driving, I make sure I keep my door locked. But sometimes the door is unlocked, you don't even know. But even then, all the protection you have, Scripture said, what? He shall give it angels charge over thee. And the angel of the Lord encampeth all about them that fear him and deliver them. Remember we did our study about, I know it was the angel of the Lord. Yes, it was the angel of the Lord. And if the light and deliverance came to Camen, a blessing came to her that night, yes. As Mordecai told Esther, the light and deliverance will come to you. It came to her that night, right? And God would, another time it might be somebody else or something else, God would make a way, right, for deliverance to save us from trouble and from danger.